All right, welcome to the 10th meeting. Yeah, I'm still keeping track of Game Development Club. First of all, we got some announcements. No, we don't. First of all, we have some announcements. We got it. Some pretty big stuff coming up. No workshop this weekend because we've got something else going on this weekend that you'll see in the next slide. Gamers Anonymous tonight is about RPGs. Ryan, or whatever your name is.
Oh, I'm Ryan now.
Ryan, what do you got?
All right, so as the pretentious Ryan Krause, I will explain to you.
Fuck you! I was being Zach there.
No,
I think that was spot on.
That was spot
That
on.
was spot on.
That was spot on.
I mean, yeah. Here's why you're wrong about that impression of me, though, as Ryan Krause. Okay, but anyways, no, we're just going to be talking about RPGs, the differences between the different types, because there's JRPGs, Western RPGs, strategy RPGs, all different types, and then also why, like, RPG systems seem to be permeating throughout all types of games. Like, it seems like every game these days have a small RPG element to them, if not just a gigantic one. So, we're just going to be discussing RPGs. Yay! It's a very broad topic.
Yeah.
Who knows what the fuck we're talking about?
So yeah, come to that after if you want to talk about games with gamers. I don't even think I've actually said that part, but there you go. So, next week is, drumroll, the Iowa State University Game Development Club Annual Showcase Extravaganza! That was our whole animation budget, but that's fine.
Good night,
So,
everybody. Good night.
next week we are doing a full meeting where we are showcasing all of the games that people have made throughout the year as part of the game jams, as part of not the game jams, on your own, as part of whatever.
In between game jams.
Yeah. So if you did a game jam game or any other game, I'm going to pass around a sign-up sheet, and I want you to put your name and what game you made on it. Multiple games if you've made multiple games, because next week No, you don't. So next week we're basically just going to go run through all of the games one by one and basically make it a fun slideshow where we're just showing off all this stuff we did so we get a good look at the whole year in retrospect and what we've actually accomplished. The time that you'll have to show off your game will depend on how many games we have. If only 5 people want to show off their stuff, then you'll get a lot of time. But if if there's a lot of people, then you'll have less time to work on it.
No, you still get the same amount of time, no matter how many people show up. We're going to be here all night.
I mean, we can stay late. That's fine too.
No one has homework or anything to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I have nothing to work on.
Yeah.
It's funny because I'm on like 3 projects with Ryan. I have plenty to work on.
So yeah, we're doing that next week. Look forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to put a Google Forms in Discord as well for the people that aren't here. I know there's an exam going on right now, so we're missing a few people.
Speaking of Google Forms, do you mind if I make an announcement to the club?
Would you like to wait until the Get GlitchCon slide?
Hey, okay, yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
All right, cool. What's up?
I'm just like, for this, is there, like, how would you like this submitted? Because it would be much faster if, like, you could submit, like, a short video, just like a folder or something. Because I feel like if every single person has to, like, pull up something, that's going to take forever.
Well,
Probably sending your game build or whatever, kind of way with the game jams. Send all those zip files to
yeah,
Jake
Well,
or whatever.
we'll probably do it that
And
way.
I
Yeah.
also have all copies as well, so I can just, if you want to show that, I already have it.
Yep. So we have a little bit of time before that. We'll get that situated on Discord, let you guys know. But yeah, you'll basically be able to play your own game, which means there won't be a lot of confusion and 20 minutes trying to figure out the controls. You can actually show off your game. So look forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. The other thing, that's you. That's a representation of every one of you right there. Lonely in the corner playing video games. But on Friday, that's you. with a ton of people playing video games and board games and having a blast.
See, but I'm still lonely in the corner.
No. But there's other people also there.
Lonely in corner.
Yes.
Except for the people who are playing board games.
Wait, hang on. What about that one guy on the left side who's playing a board game by himself?
Yeah.
You're allowed to play board games.
Also,
He's playing solitaire.
Down at the top?
Shh. Those people are just peeking in. They want to make sure they're a part of it.
Yeah.
That's fine. So,
The guy in the bottom right is just staring at the corners.
Time out.
So Friday's the social night at 6 p.m. in Ellings 308. We're going to be having a blast. We're not serving food this time because we're inviting other clubs. So there should be a lot of people there. It should be a lot of fun. Bring games, bring board games. Don't bring anything.
Bring yourself.
Bring yourself at least. Yeah, that's important. So we're basically just going to have a blast and play a bunch of games and do that.
Zach.
Hey, so
I put the website on there this time. Yeah.
It's not clicking.
I'll just do it from back here.
You're right. I want everybody to be able to click it on a power.
People in the room right now, because you guys are probably the people who care the most. How many of you guys are planning on going to GlitchCon? Oh no, we're going. We're going. GDC is 100% going as a club. Everything is being taken care of. All I need now is a list of names of people who can go. If you guys are going, fill out the fucking form. There's a form on the Discord.
You've got like 3 emails.
You've got like 4
You've got,
emails
like,
with it.
50,000
If you
Discord
are going,
notifications.
I need you to fill that out. That is the only way I know who is going. Once you guys fill out that form, I will send you a link where, since we're going as a club, you have to tell Iowa State you're going with us. So like, I'll send you another request link email thing that'll come from SAC or something like that, and then you'll just be like, am I going? Yes. But I need names. So, if you're going to GlitchCon, please fill out that form as soon as possible. More than likely, we can only take, not more than likely, we can only take maximum of 15 people. You guys will have precedence over randos, if they even sign up. But, yeah, that's really my only thing, is fill out the fucking form.
In fact,
And if you want to see not so cursory examples of my writing, read the email where I was nicer, and then nobody filled out the email, or filled out the form. Alright, that's all. That's my announcement.
yeah, that's happening.
What I said was gonna
GlitchCon.
happen. You listened. You
Yeah,
just-
well,
just
you
saying.
also filled out the subject wrong. You forgot the word free.
Yeah. Thanks, Zach.
Except it's not though.
Okay, so check out that website.
It's not.
Check out that website for more information if you're on the edge about it or whatever, so that you can figure out what we're actually doing. Thanks, Zach. Yeah. The other thing is, we are doing a promotional thing with Buffalo Wild Wings.
Not this week.
No, not this week. April 19th, which I believe is a Wednesday. If you go to Buffalo Wild Wings and you give them one of these, which we will send out or put on Discord, so you can print them or just print them off and start handing them to you guys
You can
the
also
week
just
of.
name drop us. I'm pretty sure also. You don't need instructions for this.
I believe you can just mention, and we'll get some of the proceeds. So, fundraising,
Fundraising.
hype, huh?
What are those?
Those aren't shoes. I can tell you that.
What are
much.
those?
Zach, can you not be in the way of the camera?
Zach, duck.
What? What are you talking about?
Okay. You said these, so I'm like, what are those? What are those?
The tickets.
These, okay.
All right. Thanks. So today we're talking about playtesting games. There's two parts of it. There's playtesting your game and playtesting someone else's game. All right. Yeah.
Pretty much it.
All right.
Really know the way to do it.
All right. See you guys later. We're done. That's it. So first thing, when you're playtesting, when you're getting someone to playtest your game, the first thing you need to do is pick your crowd. Pick the people that you actually want to playtest your game. So, for instance, friends, family, random people, and lovely people on the internet that'll be very nice to you. The reason friends and family aren't working as well as random people is because friends and family will say, oh, this looks really nice. And you'll say, what about this part that's clearly awful? And they'll say, oh, no, it's not that bad. It looks nice. You don't want people that are going to lie to you and tell you that it looks nice when it looks like horseshit. You want them to be very, very honest about it. So random people don't really have an obligation to lie to you. So if you put your game on itch.io or something else that we learned about last week,
Yeah. Or Reddit.
or Reddit,
Definitely Reddit.
or Reddit, you can get a lot more feedback and a lot more honest feedback, but at the same time, you kind of need to take it with a grain of salt because online people aren't going to understand how much experience you have. If they look at your game and they say, this isn't Mass Effect, you'll say, yeah, this is my first game ever. It's not going to be Mass Effect. So you need to take that with a grain of salt and understand that those people don't really have as much insight into how much experience you have. Yeah. Yeah, cool. So the other thing you want to do is make your game easy to play test. A lot of the time when you're making a game, you're not making a complete level. You're making whatever you can get to work. When you want someone to play test your game, try to format it so it's a complete-ish. Zach. Stop tapping your foot. Okay, where was I? When you're getting someone to play test your game, you want it to be playable, basically. You want it to be as complete of a package of the game as you want it. So don't give them this screen when they're playing. Don't give them the debug menu with all the garbage on it. Don't give them barely a screen to work with. Give them something complete, or at least as complete as you can get it. You want them to test the game as the game will be, rather than test the game as its buggy, horrible form, as it is right now. So make it nice and pretty, like that. So you want them to be able to go from start to finish and experience, in essence, what the game is. The other thing you want to do is you want to give your testers some goals. Telling this to your tester is not going to work. Because when you say, play it and tell me what works, they don't know what they're looking for. They're looking for the game. And they'll give you this as feedback of, it's fun, I guess. So make sure you give them clear ideas of exactly what you want and what they should be looking for. Like, we're looking for any glitches, areas that are confusing, things like that. So they could say, oh, okay, I'm looking for glitches. If I see a glitch, I can remember that, I can write it down, I can do something about it, rather than saying, play the game. And it does a few things. It lets the tester look for something specific, and it takes off the pressure for them, because when you're testing a game, or when you want someone to test your game, you want to make sure that they know that the game is what's being tested and not them, because it can give a lot of pressure to just say, play this game, is it good? Because the person thinks, if I don't give good feedback, they're testing me right now. So you want to make it very clear that you're testing the game, not them. They'll say, okay, I can do that. They'll say something good, not question marks. I don't know how you say question marks. And the other thing is, you want to have a survey after your game. When your playtesters have gone through it, you want to ask them specific questions. So what do you guys think would be some questions that you'd ask after having them play the original Super Mario Bros? Give me some examples of what you might want to ask them. I'll start. Does the jumping feel like shit?
You're not phrasing that way.
Does the jumping feel good?
Yeah, that's a better way.
Yeah.
Because if you say it that way, they're
Well,
expecting it to be shit.
yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But things like, did the jumping feel well? Were the power-ups clear as to what they did? Nothing?
It's also pretty good to do what do you like best about this game? Get the general feel from the
Yep.
levels and whatnot.
Should they be open-ended questions or more like yes or no?
Whatever you're asking. It depends on what your game is.
It should be more closed than did you like the game?
Yeah.
Or like
It should be multiple choice if you can,
Okay.
because it's easier to get a lot of
Would it
data,
be better to ask,
but it depends.
Did the jumping feel well, or how did the jumping feel? I would say yes. Those two.
Yeah, all sorts of questions like that. So I have some examples up here. So one of the good ones to start with is, what games have you been playing lately? This has nothing about the game. This gives you an idea of what games the player plays. If they play Honey Pop and that's it, then they're probably not going to give you a lot of good feedback for a MOBA, because they're not playing those types of games. They're not enjoying those types of games. they probably won't give you the best feedback because they're not really familiar with the genre. Okay, sorry, Zach was distracting me. Another question like, did the tutorial explain blank well enough? Don't say, was the tutorial good? Ask specific questions. Did the tutorial explain jumping well enough? Because you want to give them questions that they can answer easily. Don't give them questions that they have to sit there and try and rack their brains and think, oh, well, I mean, this part of it was good, this part of it was bad. Make it very clear. I don't have that up there, but another really good one is like asking, what does the A button do? You know exactly what the A button does. They know exactly what the A button does. But giving them more questions that they can answer just makes them more comfortable to answer some of the harder ones and more able to do that. Another one, did you have trouble figuring out what to do next at any point? That's a huge one, is seeing, did the game actually give you an indication of which direction to be going, what to be doing? And you need to know that. And then finally, the rate, difficulty, rate, enjoyment, that kind of stuff is also really great just to see what they label it as. Because if you see one guy puts difficulty at 10, don't read into that. Don't look, oh God, it's a really difficult game. Get a lot of data and look at it. If one guy has a 10 and everybody else has 4s, then you know the game's not that hard. You know the game isn't super difficult. That's probably just the guy who plays Honey Pop because he's not used to MOBAs. I'm not bashing Honey Pop. I could have put in any other game. Tetris, all right? The guy who plays Tetris probably isn't that good at
Oh, man,
MOBAs.
Tetris teaches you all about MOBAs.
Now, there's some people who are crazy good at Tetris.
I mean, you're right.
You ever seen those people doing the PvP Tetris?
Yeah, but I don't think that skills will transfer into the League of Legends.
Multiplayer online.
I mean,
We're already halfway there.
we're already there.
A friend who's in that is super cool.
So, and then another thing is don't use gamer lingo in your surveys. Usually you're getting gamers, but not always. And if you ask someone, give an example of gamer lingo.
Did you like the game mechanic of... Finish my sentence, because I don't have a game mechanic in mind.
Did you like the RNG?
I don't know.
Yeah, did you like the RNG?
Yeah, did you like the RNG? Yeah. Perfect. So asking something about RNG, someone who doesn't play a lot of games and doesn't understand what RNG means, they're not going to understand any of it, and they're just going to be completely lost. So you want to make sure that you're getting the point across. You don't need to sound smart in a survey. You're just trying to get their answers. Do you have a question?
No,
Or
I
it's-
just wanted to add something.
Yeah.
It's also really important if you're able to watch someone play your game. This is really hard to organize, and I've done this with strangers on the internet. They're not the nice people. I've been cussed out for so many games. But that's your best feedback, because you get to emotionally see people go through your game. And a lot of it's hitting them really fresh. So if you're tweaking like the design of your first enemy or your first level, they don't know what's been changed, and they're not going to know if something's balanced. They're not even going to notice all the UI immediately. You get to see them have like low indecisiveness, and sometimes you get to see major flaws that you don't always know the scale of if they're responding to you. Because I've seen people like say that they were frustrated with something that they overcame in like 30 seconds. They're like, oh, that was my hardest thing. And I've seen people literally get stuck in one room for half an hour. That's usually when they cuss you out. But you want to sometimes be there, and especially with strangers on the end. That's really hard to organize. It's easy for some things, but especially if you're like maybe having like your own game, like Unity or Game Maker, that can be hard. But really try to be there, or at least on like a Skype conversation, and you're just talking to the person. You just get so much idea of like the emotion they're having during different moments. Because one of the worst things is not knowing what to do, or just being flat out bored. So sometimes you're like, yeah, your game's like this, and it's like this, and they just completed it, but it was just boring. And you get to see that.
Yeah. True. Yep. If you can record gameplay, absolutely try to. But again, when you're asking random people on the internet, it's difficult to get them giving you stuff.
Actually, you'd be shocked. I got so much mileage out of asking random Let's Players to play my game, especially if they're smaller. You'd be surprised. I've actually got I don't even joke, probably 30 people to play different games of mine, and they will literally record themselves because they're looking for something and they're glad that you're engaging with their content.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just spam people, look for people who might be looking for that content, and I actually get to know some of those people and come back to them, and they will record themselves.
The
Even
small,
post it online.
the small YouTubers population is really good to dig into, and when
Yeah.
I was in that, it was really fun to make a community like that.
But for more of like the itch.io, just dropping it and giving the survey as part of it, it's harder to get
That's
gameplay.
good, but that can be a real
Yep.
benefit.
So that's basically getting other people to test your game. But there's a whole other side to it of testing somebody else's game, of ways to think about it and ways to go about it. So first thing, choose a game. If you're playtesting a game, for instance, at GlitchCon coming up, if you're choosing a game, choose a game genre that you like. I'm not going to go play a game similar to Honey Pop because I'm not going to, I haven't played those. And I won't enjoy it and I won't give very good feedback because I haven't played a lot of them. I don't know why I'm picking on Honey Pop.
In defense of Honey Pop, you would enjoy it. Everybody enjoys Honey Pop.
Yeah. Even if you pretend they
You
don't,
have you
they
ever played
secretly
Bejeweled?
do.
Yes,
Yeah, then you'll enjoy Honey Pop.
I never said I enjoyed Bejeweled. whatever game it is. Whatever game it is, first of all, just make sure that you're picking a game that you actually enjoy. You don't really need to give garbage feedback to somebody. Give somebody feedback that's going to be helpful because you've actually played those types of games. The other thing is, don't be that guy. Do not be that guy. Man, if I pass every single turn, this game is boring. You're not supposed to pass every turn. You're supposed to play the game. Don't be the guy who goes about and tries to screw up the game and tries to find ways to mess it up and then say, oh, this game's not fun. Try to play the game the way it's meant to be played. Don't just sit there and look for exploits and horrible things. Find glitches, that's fine, but don't go out of your way to ruin the gameplay doing some extra bullshit.
However, just to add on to that, if skipping every single turn is the best option, sometimes that's good to point out, because if the best option is boring, and like all the other stuff could be more fun, then I know like that can be like really.
Well, still, you want to play the game. You want to play the game the way it's meant to be played. They're not looking for feedback on the exploits and goofy stuff. They're looking for, is the game in essence fun? They're looking for the actual
There's
game.
a lot of different types of gamers out there. So if someone's playing to like optimize their strategy, or if someone's playing to like win or
Yeah.
get more depth, if they're seeing lack in that area, like you have to consider that. It may be good if you're playing someone else's game to point out that you're the type of gamer. I know I've test played people's games. I'm like, I'm just not into story, or I'm not into like long games or something like that. And then they're like, oh, maybe you're not my audience. But it's good to sometimes point out that, so they just know if you're a certain type of gamer that maybe you're being put off or something.
Mhm.
So like, I think I have an example where he's trying to say maybe, this was back from the Overwatch beta, and I remember, I don't remember exactly when during the beta, but at one point, Soldier 76 was really, really good, and he's just kind of the blandest character, like when you look at the game as a shooter, like he's just the guy with guns and grenades, like
Yeah.
he's just the standard thing, but it was just really easy to do super, super well with him, and you can have a game where, like the core gameplay then is in a world with all these really fun, exciting characters, like a rocket, like someone who laughs at rocket jumping, someone who can like teleport and set up portals and all this fun stuff. That the most effective option towards winning is the guy with a gun.
Is the Call of
shoots at
Duty.
rockets. Is like, okay, maybe we should change that.
Yeah. Well, my point wasn't so much towards that.
Is the main game should
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
boring.
Yeah.
In that case.
My more point with this was, if you're in the Overwatch beta and you find a way to get out of the map, don't go every single game, get out of the map, and exploit it every time, because you're not giving good feedback if you don't actually play the game it's meant to be, the way it's meant to be played.
Try not to nitpick. If you find a way out of the map, just be like, hey, I found a way out of the map, and then that's the end of that story.
Yep.
Because as soon as they patch it, then that's just, there's nothing else.
What's up?
I think I have an example that's more in line with what he's saying. I remember I watched a review about Watch Dogs 2, and this person eventually got kind of frustrated with parts of this game. So they got this ability that would let them alter somebody's criminal background to get them either arrested or killed by a Mexican drug cartel, hilariously enough.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
What this person did was they really just, like, like, they were so frustrated with the normal gameplay, they just bounced through all the cameras, getting all the guards either arrested or assassinated. And they said that made the game really boring, but they couldn't play it any other way.
Yeah, but I mean, this was more just don't sit at the wall, run into it, and say this is terrible. Actually play through the game, at least in one of the ways that they plan for you to be able to play, I guess, so.
Don't break the game.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So the other thing is, it's not your game. That's a big one that a lot of people screw up on, basically, or don't give very good feedback with. When you're playing a game, remember that it's not supposed to be your idea of an ideal game. It's not supposed to be the game you're looking for. It's the game that the developer is looking for. So don't sit there and say, I don't think this character should look like this. I don't think the character should do this. They should do this, this, and this. Well, the developer's not really going to consider that very well because they're looking for setting up their game and you're giving them something to completely change it into yours, and they don't really care what you want it to be. They're just trying to make theirs better. So make sure that you realize the creator's vision, not yours. Yeah. Don't tell them to redo everything they've done to make it better.
You should say that to BioWare or a Mass Effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just quick note, that also depends on their area of development. Earlier in development, sure, throw out radical ideas. Later in development, yeah, don't ask to change main gameplay. Look at like later mechanics.
I mean, even earlier, if they say they want to do it this way,
Yeah. Usually
Don't-
You have a plan in motion.
yeah. It's their game, not yours.
So it's just, that's also something to be considerate of.
Yeah.
It's like how much would they actually have to redo?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I'm saying major changes. Like, maybe instead of a flying character, you should have a digging character. It's like, the whole game is based around you flying, so that wouldn't, that's what you want in the game, but that's not what we're trying to do. So, all right. I want you to guess what this next picture is, all right?
You.
Anybody. It's not hard.
Gumdrops.
Keep going.
Dots that.
It's sugarcoating. Spoiler. Don't sugarcoat.
I thought this was Candy Crush.
Don't sugarcoat. It's bad. This is more along the lines of the friends and family thing, but it's also the case when you're doing something face-to-face, if you're at GlitchCon. Don't sit there and say, oh, it's not that noticeable. Oh, it looks fine to me. If somebody dies there, they're just bad. No, it's bad. The things that you just said were bad. Tell them, I did not like this. They don't need to hear that it's good when it's not good. They need to hear it's bad when it's bad, and that's it. The other thing, here's another guess. You ready? I couldn't show a picture of this. I considered it for exactly 1 second, then I realized maybe don't show a picture of this. Don't be an asshole. Don't be an asshole. Try to be reasonable with what you're saying. Don't say the jumping sucks, this game's fucking terrible, anything like that. Don't be that guy. Don't be an asshole.
Can I just make a recommendation for next time?
What's up?
Next time when you want to write an asshole, just like put a donkey in a hole.
I was thinking about just putting an asterisk, but I figured that would also be kind of screwed up. So I opted for not doing that. So here's some helpful tips for giving feedback. So first of all, give clear feedback. If you say, I didn't like the beginning of the game, well, what didn't you like about the beginning of the game? The creator's going to look at that and say, okay, I'm not going to change the whole beginning because I don't even know what you don't like about it. Make sure that you're giving really obvious, really clear feedback as to exactly what you think is going on. Give helpful feedback. I think the character should be purple. Okay, cool. Doesn't help. That doesn't really matter. That's art decisions. If you really think that, great, but that's not really something that needs to be said during feedback, something really minor like that. The other thing, provide alternatives when you can. This is a big one and helps when you're trying not to be an asshole. Instead of saying, I hate switching through the menus, or switching items through the menus, feels awful. Go with, I think there should be a hotkey for switching weapons instead of going through the menus because that feels slower. Giving them alternatives lets them know, okay, this doesn't work, but you're thinking about it. You're giving them something, some ideas about it, that you're not just leaving them in the dark of this isn't good. Give them an idea of, okay, it could be this. Like, for instance, if the jumping's terrible, say, jumping could be quicker, feels really floaty right now. If you give them just something as simple as that means people will like you that much more and actually consider your feedback just a little bit more. What's up?
Well, like, I just wanted like one very specific thing that you should always say. So like pro tip, always tell the developer if they don't know how already, how much time you put into the game. Because it is so tempting, and I'm saying this all the time, like this is very important. Like if you play a game 5 minutes and something makes you quit, be completely honest. Don't start breaking down the game if you quit immediately. If you played a game 200 hours that was not meant to be played 200 hours, they're glad you love it, but the tweaks you're like suggesting are probably not going to be encountered by most people. Just be brutally honest. Like, don't think that you played a game 10 minutes. Now's your time to break it down because you played it and you're like, well, the game should be like this. No, you gave up, and that's important. But that does not mean you should start recommending major changes. Like, I just see this all the time. Be completely truthful about how long you played.
Yeah. The next thing is get some perspective. If you go to a game and you say, this looks like it was made in an hour. Well, for all you know, an 8th grader made it over the course of 6 months, and for them, it looks great. So understand some experience things. This was also sort of tying into getting feedback for your game, is understand that if there's some misunderstanding of experience, you're not going to give great feedback because you'll tell them this should be this way, and they'll say, hi, I just started game development. I didn't even know that was a thing. So understand a little bit that you need to be at least reasonable with that. The last thing is be truthful. Don't lie to them. Don't tell them it looks great. Tell them I would not buy this in its current state. Be truthful. Don't sit there and don't sugarcoat, but don't be an asshole. But definitely don't just straight up lie to them. Be truthful with exactly what you're saying. Activity time.
You can keep talking,
Yeah. So
but I need in.
let's try it. What we're going to do is we're going to pull up some games that we found online, just random, really, really good games, right?
Well,
Ryan knows them. I
that's a
don't.
word.
It's not trains though.
It's not trains.
It came out.
It is not trains, unfortunately.
And basically, we want somebody to come up and play one of these games and give their feedback
We have 3 games.
as they go.
Fight for it.
So pick a number between 1 and a billion.
Well, we got 3
This might take a while.
What?
3 billion?
3, 5?
We don't dream very big.
42.
That one's right. That one's the answer.
13.
That was the wrong.
It was 1. So whoever had 3, who had 3? It was literally just 1. Sorry.
Okay.
Between 1 and a billion.
Which one are we doing first?
Start this
I guess a 400.
poorly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We're gonna start this off poorly. Who's playing? Cole?
Yeah, got this.
Alright, we're gonna be playing Hotline Mamazon.
What?
Okay. By the way, this is all from itch.io if you couldn't tell. It has a downloadable kind of thing. Pretty cool. This is the Hotline Mamazon.
Is this the game?
Yeah, we don't care about that.
Oh.
Let's go ahead and play it. And hopefully this launches immediately, because I didn't really preload this.
Yeah.
Before, I just want to point out this one thing. If I go ahead and start this, you know what? We're not going to do this. We're going to start, you're going to start playing, and I'll come back. So I'm just going to play the game, and then let's see what happens. I'm going to fix audio. It's going to be loud.
Should I give you the mic?
You can hit the mic.
So yeah, that's right.
Ryan, can you Oh, I will. So what do you like the game about the game so far?
It's a nice color palette. There we go.
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
Answer the phone!
Oh no.
Answer the phone.
Okay, okay.
It's a voicemail.
Send customers to the right services. Look at the phone commands. Okay. What's the right number?
You should answer it. I'll
Oh.
help you out there.
Hi. Hi. Problem with my phone. Okay, then how'd you call me?
asking the important questions here.
You dropped your phone. Now just won't. You're talking to me, sir.
I like the creepy guy in the corner.
Oh yeah, who the dumb he is. This has to be covered by the warranty. Okay, I'm gonna. You know what? Yeah.
Just gonna put him on hold.
Fuck you.
So that was the wrong thing, I'm pretty sure.
Damn it. All right. Stop this shit right now. I'm calling. Okay, I'm sorry.
Dude, I think this is
Hey, is there somebody here? No.
This is too real.
Guess what? Okay, thank you.
Can you all hear the little
Everybody in your
voice
company
acting?
sucks. I just bought a Samsung Universe Note 7, and it just exploded in my hand.
This is a more recent game than the ones we're gonna see. So
You want a refund? I'm gonna put you through.
Put him on hold. Don't put him on hold.
Uh,
supposed to be doing. Just hang up.
I'm gonna put you through selling department. How about that? I'm sure they'll help you, sir.
what's wrong?
Fuck. I'm sorry.
Can you move the text?
Yeah,
This
this
is-
desktop you can actually click on things.
Oh, really?
Nothing happens. That's what happens.
I can't deny. Okay.
You
Okay.
can't hit the OK button, you have to hit the X.
Also answer your phone.
Answer your phone.
Oh. Hello, Mister. Oh, my grand. Oh, it's an old man. I gotta mean it. Okay. Those new flat screen televisors. There's just one little problem. It exploded. I can't find a way to switch channels. So right now I'm stuck watching Fox. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is an urgent. Yes, this. I feel my IQ dropping minute by. That's just Alzheimer's, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Will you please? Oh, it's a poor lady. I'm sorry. Poor lady, my dear boy.
Offended either with Alzheimer's or watches Fox News.
Yeah, technical support here. I got this one's easy. Did I do it? I did
You
it.
didn't make a mistake.
We'll see. All right, man. Girl, this is Monica. Could you do me a favor and come quickly to my house after your work is done? Am I Monica? Girl,
No, I think you're Gerald.
hey, you want to talk to me here?
What's wrong?
Damn it. I don't know, maybe my manager was Gerald.
Manager 666.
What happened? You suck at your
That's
job,
gotta
man.
be saying something.
So cool. What is your initial reaction?
I have
to
no
this
idea
game?
what the fuck I'm doing.
Okay.
Like, at all.
What would you say the difficulty of this?
Varies. It seems really, really vague on what I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay.
Like, your manager's wife. This is fucking easy.
Yeah, you put it on hold.
Yeah, look, wow. Told me to go to the manager. I just don't know where to put things to different departments. There's like no tutorial for this.
Kind of love that.
I really hope those.
Guys, it's Gordon Freeman. I need a crowbar for personal reasons. Could you please take me when you're See? This is easy. Like, this is telling me, obviously goes to selling department. The other ones, I was like, I don't know. This is even the right number. What do I do with you? But like, okay.
So this is what life's like at Amazon.
Hi, I'm calling you to complain about an issue I have regarding order placed 2 weeks.
Excuse me, we're not dropping anything.
I thought
Oh.
it was like Hotline Miami.
See, this is a reasonable request.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah. I was like, how is it gonna get Hotline Miami in here?
Just wait till I get like past level 10. It's right there, right there.
Is it clock progressing?
I don't believe it is, actually.
So this
Do you
just
ever
goes
get to go
on
home?
forever.
Do you think Amazon goes home?
5 nights at Freddy's.
You're very unhappy.
Of this game, which was lasted about 10 minutes.
So you haven't gotten the ending yet?
I have not. I have gotten a bad ending, I can tell you that much.
It's fat free.
Yeah. What's the bad ending?
Where you get 6
Mistakes,
mistakes
we'll
and
find
you
out.
get fired.
I mean, realistically, the best ending is that you end the game in 6 phone calls, make all of the mistakes,
Actually-
and go home.
Actually, the best action is you hit the start button and turn off computer, and that quits the game. That's the best ending.
Those credits. Look at that.
No, that is actually kind of.
Well, okay, well, this is dumb. Take me, let me, okay, man, I guess I should let her talk.
It was like the next level, and you had to like use.
What, that was the wrong choice? But it said, let me talk to my manager.
Drag the mouse with your mouse.
Yes, exactly.
That
You're an
sounds
idiot.
awful.
I'm,
You're an idiot.
thanks. This is Amazon? No, this is me.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
This is Patrick. Customer support? I thought I was customer support.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen that where someone hooks
What's-
up, calls 2 Apple supports and then makes them talk to each other?
Technical support? No, wait. But I'm customer support.
So what I was talking about earlier with
Okay.
with
I guess that's wrong.
To be played, if,
So-
if Cole wasn't doing that, he would be pressing 404 each time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just to put it on hold to see what happens. That's not really,
Or just not answering the phone.
or just not answering the phone. Like clearly, that's not what you're supposed to do. And if you just don't answer the phone and you tell them,
Hello, sir.
this is boring.
I'm building my next gen gaming rig.
Doing it.
I'm a professional Let's Player. The best. I can't exit. Also, oh, there we go.
Now, is your manager secretly an amazing technician?
I was wrong.
Alright, wait for it. Boom.
You're fired.
That's it.
He's angry.
Fuck you.
He's super angry.
He actually was so angry he broke the computer.
He did.
I didn't even know that's possible.
Yeah.
It says press any key to continue, but if you press a key, it doesn't continue.
It does not.
Also, you have a dollar.
Blue screen
Wow.
works.
Yeah.
Press any screen to continue.
So that was Hello Amazon. What do you think, Cole?
You did it.
I have no idea what I'm doing still. I'm sure I was an accurate representation of what it's like to work at Amazon.
Yeah. I feel like is there like a tutorial where the boss is like, okay, this is how you do your job.
So this is
that would totally make sense in this kind of game.
this is all the
and it's
information you
probably
get.
necessary.
I mean, you get about the game, so I get to realize like the context at
So you
least.
do realize the context of the game because it was created by 4 students. So there's that.
There's a gaming school in France.
There's game schools everywhere. There are a lot of game schools. There's a game school in Iowa.
No, there's not.
It's us.
You're not a school, you're a
That's it.
club.
Yeah, well, that's all we got. This is it. That's all we got.
This is the
I
whole.
know,
speech.
disappointing, but
So what would be some feedback that you'd give that we talked about?
It seems like it's fully random, so they don't have really a say of which calls, the difficulty of the calls I get. Some of them are really easy, like, could you put me to technical support? Like, I instantly know what to do with that. But the ones they started me out with, unintentionally, were like super difficult, and I had no idea where to actually put people through. There wasn't any kind of tutorial or learning curve. It's just like, here's some calls, which it's a little frustrating.
Does anybody else have anything? Any feedback they would give in that situation?
they need to, like, this kind of goes with what Cole said, but like, I noticed there's sometimes
I'm pretty sure I put
when
most of that
the
in.
customer's like, hey, give me this person, and you're not actually supposed to give them that person, you're supposed to give them something else that would actually better help with their problem, but they don't really explain how that works in any detail at all. I think I mean, this game is probably pretty, like,
Simple.
but yeah, it's pretty simple, but like, a tutorial would help with that, like,
Yeah.
to explain.
Yeah. The tutorial was a post-it note on the
Yeah.
computer.
I like whatever that is right there at the bottom.
I definitely think giving
Easier
something at the
pieces.
beginning to give you an idea of what's going on would have been much better for testing, because getting thrown right into it with minimal direction means the player's just going to be confused for most of it.
Like I was.
Yeah, and I want to point out one thing as well. With all Unity games, there's lovely issues that happen with UI. So this is how I start games. I always do windowed mode because I like to not be full screen. This is how the game starts if you do it in windowed mode. Like this. Notice anything?
Can't play it.
I think this is perfectly fine.
You can't actually reach the call button.
Can you
And this ringing drove me crazy.
You guys have
And yeah, he's only got one eye over there.
You said you played for 10 minutes. Did you do this for 10
Yeah,
minutes?
this was 10 minutes of my life.
I got further than you.
Yeah. I want to say we played this for 15 minutes total, so I don't know how long that was, but there's that. All right. Thank you, Cole. Thank you, Cole. Who's up next?
What's next?
I was next closest. That game included this game was inspired by a 2-hour conversation.
I saw that, yes.
On customer service.
I mean, I'm not picking.
Whoever can
I'm not
say-
picking.
Whoever can say the first word
Word.
that starts with Q.
Queen.
It's not a word.
I heard Queen. I think.
Nathan said queen, I believe.
Good job, Nathan. You did it.
No, just
We'll do,
whoever says one.
we'll do this one.
Yay. Is it trains?
No, it's not trains.
Sorry that this picking people is not fair.
It's the bike ride one.
I don't know how to make
Oh.
Not sure I
This will be fun.
I think you saw me play this one. So
A little bit. Don't know the controls though. I also wish the microphone was on the outside rather than like plugged in. Okay. Do I get any prep?
This is it.
This is it?
This is how the game starts.
J. I can't J jump.
What do you think logically makes
Oh,
sense here?
oh. I think it's Wazda.
Is this just third person happy? I mean, okay. Yes.
Rip.
Nice.
Oh yeah, do some sick jumps.
Yeah! I curb stomped.
Correct. My God.
I don't believe you can jump the rocks.
Okay, we're trying it, guys. Bug fix. Nope, nope. I like this is it's an actual like speed bicycle. Like it's got thin tires and I
No, it was different that time.
yeah. Up, Sweden, please. No, 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 no. Huh.
Because there's the water table on the side, and I actually don't know what happens, but I see the guy reach out. I don't know what it does.
The carnage. Oh. I don't know. They died?
Try going right next to the water table.
Okay, let's see if it pops up. Nope, canyon. Okay.
Just a random crevice in the
We all
middle
think
of
of
the road.
music.
No big deal.
Wait, wait. Charlie Brown.
Too well.
No, it doesn't. It's like the dead.
It's like a nice.
Oh, there we go. That's the legs. I'm just doing the can.
Does that help?
Okay.
Hey, can you kick people with that?
I think you can.
Oh my god. Now you gotta
I'm trying to get the arms though.
There's no arms.
There's no arms?
That's disappointing.
Well, you said someone was reaching
You
out.
need your arms to pick.
When you go by the water table, you reach out.
Oh, you just naturally?
Kick him. Kick somebody.
Ah! Handstand. Kick, kick.
What did you do?
The abyss. I'm turning. I'm okay. How do I close? Thank you.
Restart.
Oh, which mouse? This mouse? Okay. Oh yeah, the old one. Yeah, restart.
And there's also a
Yeah.
character setup if you want to play with that a little bit.
Character setup. Okay. Skin color. Blue, blue, blue. Blue. Actually, I'm gonna go. Just. So this is saturation. Just orange. Oh, my hair changes? I don't think that's like logical in any sense. But let's go green. Let's go green. Gonna get puke yellow.
So how do you feel about this character creation?
I like it. Although the bike would be nice. The bike would be. Oh, you can change the bike. Okay. Darker blue. Darker blue. Now we're talking.
Nice.
Actually, yeah. Set that to be green.
Doesn't really change anything. But character creation, people like that. So
Yeah.
do it.
Green.
It's clear they went the extra mile.
Yes. On the bike. And fun fact, I took a look at this, and they're actually developing a like ranking standing list. So like on the top left, you would see like, oh, you're in 12th place out of whatever.
Oh. So that you know that there's actually people that are dead.
So that you actually know you're
Yeah, you can pass like dead people.
Oh, water table.
Pick somebody down.
I guess.
I mean, that is quench.
All right, actually, just a second. I'm going to change this. It's just not good. There we go. Okay.
Gameplay too.
Yeah.
Hey, no, it just.
So if you spend the entire time in the character creation screen, you say, hey, this is boring. That's kind of not what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly. Like you.
There you go, callback.
Yeah. Exactly. You
All right,
obviously
okay.
can.
Die, Charlie. Oh! Yeah! Oh. Icarus. Okay. Okay. Most kills of them all. Okay. No. Makes sense, people. Makes sense. Yeah. Ah! I got one kill though. I killed myself. Okay. 1 kill.
So
top
initial
score.
reactions, I guess.
I like.
that.
Oh yeah, true. Like the spontaneous pushing of
Yep.
people that they don't just fall over; they go flying. That was good.
How do the controls feel, like going left and right and whatnot?
Felt too fast,
Okay.
and I think it was more of the perspective of the screen. Felt like I was, because it somehow it didn't follow you or whatnot, but it felt like you could easily get off course. I think with games like this, they try and angle up a little bit more, because I was constantly looking at both the top of the screen and switching down to the bottom. So maybe closing up that gap would be nice.
That's some good feedback.
Good feedback.
Very clear.
Very good.
Some alternatives.
Yep.
Some ideas.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
You enjoy.
You enjoyed
by
my
the way, I
feedback?
made this game. This is my game. No.
And you're going to put in that leaderboard, right?
Yeah,
right?
I'm totally
They
on the
are
leaderboard.
the
They are, that's me.
the magical they.
Yeah. This is just so depressing with the music and him lying dead there.
Well,
I do want to
that's
say
good.
that there is actually an end to this game. It takes maybe like 45 seconds to reach it. And it's
Is it back? Is it back? Is it back?
It's that. Yeah, that's it. That's
I found it.
You just run into
I
that
found
on the
it.
other side. All right.
Jump, jump.
Yeah, here. And then we'll also show some stuff. So we kind of talked about this briefly about recording yourself, getting some feedback like that. One thing I've noticed is a lot of people just in the comments have posted their own playthroughs of the game, so you can get some good feedback that way. So
I love the guy.
yeah.
Shoe next to his face.
And so yeah, bike rash.
I understand that they're going for bike
Yeah.
rash,
Yeah.
but that's bike rash.
Yeah.
This gave me a bike.
No, it's big rash. There's no C.
Yeah.
It's big rash.
Yeah. Anyway, that's that game, Bike Rash. And then who wants to close it? I saw your hand first. And I think you're going to enjoy this game because I enjoyed it a lot.
What are you getting me into?
This game is called Where Is My Hammer? Destroy Everything.
I know this game. It's a good game.
And
right.
I'm not going to tell you anything else. Because
I mean, I think I can get an idea of what it is.
so you can kind of get the game focus, I think.
There are assumptions we can make.
Click.
There are assumptions where you have a hammer and destroying everything. Once
It says where
picks
is my
itself up. There we go.
All right.
Okay.
Whoa.
like
All right. Oh, hey.
The hammer.
There's the hammer.
That is half the title done.
Where is the hammer? It's right here.
All right.
Feel like VR?
I think this is also VR.
Okay.
Nice.
Huh.
Oh, now we're cooking.
Destruction
Nice.
physics. It's Battlefield. Evolution.
I'm gonna tell you, you should break down the door so you can get some more instructions because there are instructions in there. Which I think is weird they didn't put it sooner.
Yeah.
All right.
That's some feedback.
Middle mouse to switch.
Is it a computer?
Switch to what?
You can do over and side.
Oh, okay.
Tell you that much.
What the? Did anyone else see that?
Left click to slam. What is the
Oh my God, what is this? Seriously?
Come on, insane. You're killing it.
instructions?
I think it was a little preemptive here, guys.
Instruction.
Let's check that out. I mean, I already did it. What the?
Can you go down though?
Let's try. So,
Oh, there it is.
I mean, it looks like there is something down there.
Empty space.
Do it.
Right? Oh, and there you go. Like, wait, what the? Wait, what?
Oh, it puts you back on.
What the?
Back on.
I'm on the roof?
Wait. So now if you break through the floor, you just fall down the floor.
Just out of curiosity, does like something like shadow play work with this at all?
What shadow play?
Yes.
No, no shadow play. It's like a NVIDIA graphics card like recording program.
Oh,
I have no idea.
Well, it's not automatic, but you can like.
oh, God. I dropped the ceiling. What the? Oh, hey. I mean, it's not a car anymore.
There's multiple copies of the card.
Oh, God.
I just want to point out this run on the laptop, which mine looks a little slow right now.
I think I overtaxed the physics a little bit.
Is there a cleanup button?
I think this game was made to I don't actually know that answer. Hit escape. What happened?
When you say link it with just.
Escape.
Never mind.
Nothing happens. There's,
The end of this game is when your computer freezes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I
It-
think so when
Computer
when
takes a while.
I think when you fall to the ground, it rebuilds the world. So.
All right. Let's do this.
Doesn't it just like break everything into smaller objects?
So you're telling me you can't like break a hole and then break another hole and then just keep falling indefinitely?
No, it doesn't. Definitely doesn't reload it.
It just loops.
Hang on.
Break a hole in that floor.
I want to do something. I want what the?
Yeah. So you
What just happened?
keep falling.
You switched
Whoa.
it. Now look at it.
Oh, it's modern art.
Statues.
No, it's better modern art.
Now it's even more modern art. It's even more recently
Gonna be a
made.
mini game in the new
It's more modern than modern art.
library.
I like the
You got out of the backswing. That's all that matters.
More modern art.
So what do you think of this game so far? I
I'm not
if you
really.
even call it a game technically.
I mean, you can't be serious.
I'd call it a game. It's enjoyable. It's entertainment.
My hammer is stuck in the ground right now.
You're saying Minecraft is not a game.
It was not until the end of the Ender Dragon.
Well, no, they had
That is
goals
my
in
stance on that.
Minecraft has its own goals.
Really? You thought the End Dragon was an
Not in
improvement?
discussion now. It will go on for a while.
All right. Looks like
What the?
What?
How's that not a
Because it's a sandbox. There's no achievable goals in
sandbox
Minecraft.
game?
Yeah.
Is what it's called.
There
It's a
is.
sandbox game.
There's fucking achievements. There's actual achievements, aka.
Your goal is you make your own goals. What is wrong with that?
That's not a real goal.
It's like life.
Your goals aren't real, Jacob.
Ryan. Ryan, there's achievements. All right. There's actual before Ender Dragon.
All right. How long do you guys want me to go on with this?
I don't know. I think we're good.
All right. Do you want me to
Question.
give my
Yeah. give
critique real
feedback.
quick,
What do you got
or?
for feedback?
I'm really not directing this at all, so I should be, but general feedback. Go.
The optimization definitely needs work. It's way too easy to slow this game down for what you're doing with it.
That's my laptop. I can say that now.
So you think it would run better on another computer?
The other thing
All right.
is, the other thing is when you're testing somebody's game, a lot of the time it's not really optimized at that point.
True that.
And they're
Yeah.
more looking for mechanics and game things.
Right.
So.
So what I can say though is like you noticed me missing a few things when I swung.
Yeah.
The range of the hammer is not incredibly clear. Like I'm getting a good, like you see there.
Yeah.
I thought it was, and that's probably like the edge of my range there, but it's kind of hard to like gauge that.
Yeah.
Also, the number of times I found myself just like flying somewhere or falling somewhere inadvertently was a tad high. It happened probably more than I can count on
Yeah,
one
that's all
hand in the matter of like 5 minutes. Also, there were a couple of instances where my hammer got like stuck in the floor and I couldn't move it. So, other than that, I mean,
So you'd probably say like clarity, like being
Yeah.
clear what your range is, being clear
Yep.
what floor is broken around you, that kind of stuff. Yep.
yeah, definitely. Or even just like giving you a bit more control over what exactly you're destroying. Because like the arc of your swing smashes anything in its path, and if that happens to be the very tile you're standing on, you're falling through the world.
I'd love to play this in VR.
Yeah. All right,
Just give you an actual hammer.
you guys want this mic back?
I'll take it.
Here.
Yeah, this is a game. Tab. You opened up Unity. Whatever. He clicked it down there. This game is actually from, I want to say, 2014.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you check it?
No, I remember Let's Plays.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So this one's pretty. It was updated like a month ago or so. So they're still doing updates, I guess. But yeah, it's really not that much intense of a game. It's kind of just to mess around in.
You don't have to look for your hammer.
Apparently it's not even a game.
Yeah.
Why is it where's my
Yeah, where is it's always right there, except for when it's underneath tiles. Yeah.
So in that second, you're saying like, where is my hammer?
Yeah. Yep. All right. That's all I really had for playing games.
Yep.
Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you all learned kind of how to give good feedback, and even if it's not the most top quality game you've ever seen, how to still give constructive feedback.
Yep.
Um,
It's just good practice for GlitchCon if you're going. You'll have games and stuff set up. You'll have a chance to walk around and play stuff and do that. So when you're going there, try to keep this stuff in mind. Try to give good feedback, good information. Because if you're trying to make an impression and you give horrible feedback, yeah, they probably won't enjoy you quite as much. Thanks.
No, I was gonna hold it.
Oh, okay. Well, oh God, why is that still up? Get rid of it.
Mine's stuck.
What are you doing?
Why am I stuck?
I don't know. Just stop.
Oh.
There's no,
pull it up.
no Donkey King.
Oh,
Not
thanks.
anymore. I really need to change that back. That's very old.
Go.
I gotta make it full screen to say it. It's very important. It's not going full screen. Why is it red?
This is the most
What did I-
anticlimactic ending to the
Go forth, make games be awesome. Shut up, Ryan. Done. Are you happy?
Good job, everybody.